Beloveds, it's your girl Clementine from Big Empress Energy. I'm sending you beautiful, bountiful blessings. Stay open to receiving them. Mis amores. It's your girl Clementine. I records energy and people to feel. And this is our week ahead horoscope. We're going to find out what our spirit guides, our angels, and our ancestors want us to know for this pivotal week ahead. This week we have the sun in Scorpio. Happy birthday to all my Scorpios. This is your time. This is your season. We have Venus in Scorpio and Mercury making its way to Scorpio later this week. Okay, so lots of Scorpio energy in the air. Tomorrow we have a solar eclipse in Scorpio. It is a new moon. Okay, and this is bringing us closer to our fate. This is a very pivotal week for this occasion. I will be doing a collective candle Reiki, a rebirth attunement, so that we may align with our new timeline, so that we may ascend with our higher self, okay? That we may be leaving behind habits and self-sabotage and things that we no longer need. This is a really big, we're getting up to a really big karmic release, especially as we have the lunar eclipse in 2 weeks, okay? So to prepare for that, if you're interested, secure your spot on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com. I'm also doing a Reiki school if you want to become a Reiki practitioner. This is going to be going on in December, okay? But this week is really a lot for us. And when we're in Scorpio season, beloveds, we are in fixed water season, okay? So the energy is fixed, okay? At this point, we are in the middle of the season. We are really feeling the transition, okay? We are in the heart of fall, of autumn over here in the Northern Hemisphere. And the Scorpionic energy is it become like in the lower form, like the lower Scorpio is a Scorpio, a scorpion with a stinger, okay? And the scorpion with the stinger would rather sting itself than sometimes change or evolve. But the Scorpio is meant to evolve to the eagle, right? So the eagle is a higher form of the Scorpio energy. And then the ultimate form is the phoenix that rises from the ashes. A completely evolved Scorpio is that phoenix that rises from the ashes. Okay, so in this process, we may be having to go to the underworld, right? Scorpio takes us to the underworld. Scorpio ruler is Mars. So we always have to look to Mars in Scorpio season. And right now, Mars is about to go retrograde later this week. So we have to really slow down. All retrogrades are times to slow down, times to review. It's also co-ruled by Pluto. Pluto is that transformational planet. It's also about the underworld, okay? So maybe us doing some really deep shadow work, okay? Maybe us really seeing the depths, like feeling very emotional as well, a lot of emotional realizations. And with this energy, Mercury moving into Scorpio later this week, a lot of things being revealed through conversations, things that were done in the dark coming to the light, secrets being exposed, secrets being revealed, okay? And this is a time where, you know, things could really tug on our heartstrings, and we may be feeling them more deeply because we are in fixed water. So we don't want to change. We're not going to take change lightly, right? Fixed signs don't want to change. They're not into, you know, doing something new and different. It's like we like things the way that they are. If it's not broke, why fix it? Is a fixed sign motto. But with this eclipse happening, a lot of fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, we are needing to really change. We are needing to really evolve. We're really needing to kind of shed that skin and going to a higher plane, moving to that eagle or that phoenix, rising from the ashes, seeing things from a higher perspective, okay? Not self-sabotaging yourself, not being the Scorpio with the stinger that's ready to hurt, that's ready to attack, that's ready to act out of trauma that we've been provoked to kind of release over the past year and a half, because we've been having this eclipse Taurus. These had eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio is also the sign that is related and associated with our sexual passions. Okay, so we may also be doing sex magic, healing from sexual trauma. Okay, also with this energy of sex, it's really about being vulnerable, being authentic, and bearing a part of you. It's about intimacy. Okay, and also, who around you do you feel safe and intimate with? Who can you share it all? Who can you be vulnerable with? Okay. Scorpio energy. Again, it's ruled by Mars, right? And Mars is that planet of war. Scorpio, if you don't want war with a Scorpio, because they're going to remember it for the rest of their life. And if they're not evolved, they might be also feeling that energy of revenge, okay? Out here looking for revenge. So with that Mars, we might be feeling extra passionate, okay? Now Mars is going retrograde. So that means that we can't just act out of impulse. We can't just act out of, we got stung, so now we're going to sting back. We have to slow down, because in that attack, we might actually be the ones hurting ourselves. We might actually be the ones hurting ourselves. The reason why Scorpio is associated with that rebirth is because we go into that emotional space, right? You go into the underworld, and in that underworld, you see things in ways you've never seen them before. So when you're seeing them, when your perspective is opening up and we're intuiting and we're getting a lot of divine downloads, we're going to get realizations about where we have been maybe too fixed, too stubborn, okay? And water is changeable. Water is adaptable. Even though it's fixed water, ice melts, okay? So when we have that reflection, we can feel that emotional connection. That's what's going to drive you to change. That's what's going to drive you, because you can know intellectually that you need to change something, but until you emotionally align with that feeling of needing to transform, you're just going to continue to go and do the same thing. It's when you have that emotional revelation, that emotional realization, maybe doing shadow work, going down to the depths of your soul, okay? And as we're in this season too, the veil is very thin, so we're really communicating with our ancestors, with the dead, okay? With those that come before us, and even dead parts of ourselves. Dead parts of ourselves that maybe we want to honor, like phases in our life that we're no longer there, but we want to honor that fact that we've been there. We don't want to feel like we're too good too. Like sometimes people spiritually judge others, and it's not very spiritual to judge others, because wherever your spirit is where it's supposed to be. But there is that energy of like some people feeling more spiritually evolved. So Scorpio season might humble those who are spiritual gatekeepers as well, or people who just feel like they're so good, they're so evolved. You may be triggered and brought back down to earth, brought back down to realize that even though you feel like you've made all these changes, have they really hit into all your bodies, your physical body, your spiritual body, your energetic body? And I'm seeing family, okay? Family sometimes being that mirror, family being that reflection to show you, I'm not where I was, but I'm still not exactly where I want to be. How can I incorporate, healthier coping mechanisms so that I may align with where I need to be? Scorpio season. Okay, eclipse. You guys, also, we need to think about 6 months ago. 6 months ago, when we were in beautiful, benevolent Taurus season, what did you experience in Taurus season? Or maybe even it trickled into Gemini season. What realizations or revelations did you have around 6 months ago? They're going to be repeating now again. And with this Uranus, we have to be expecting the unexpected. When Mars is going retrograde, we have to be very reflective, be very slow to react. This is aggressive energy. This is what it might be bringing on war energy, war within ourselves, war in the world, because when Mars goes retrograde, there is that energy. Mars is the planet of war. And some people are at war with themselves. Some people are at war with their shadow side. Some people are at war with maybe even their family or their loved ones. Okay. Whatever that is, when we're in that Mars retrograde energy that we're going to be feeling in this eclipse, in this entire eclipse season, we have to be very careful because we could injure ourselves. There could be more accidents than usual, accidents on the road, accidents just by doing certain things. We got to be mindful of our hands, because Mars is in Gemini, rules over our hands and our arms. So people might be injuring their hands, their arms around this time, or having an accident with your hands or arms. So let's say you have a straightening iron, right, in your hand, and you're straightening your hair, whatever, but you're distracted. You're feeling anger. You're feeling passion. You know, think your mind is moving a mile a minute. You might burn yourself. Okay, Mars is fire. Be careful with fire. Don't leave your fires unattended. And Gemini also rules over communication. So with Mars retrograde, don't try to put your ideas into somebody else. Don't try to convince somebody else to align with your own perspective. We can't do that because there could be a lot of fights, aggressive fights, people butting heads with this Mars retrograde. Also stay away from elective surgeries, dental procedures, Martian law. Cops and people who work for the law are going to really want to do their job to the fullest extent. So we really want to avoid confrontation with the law, avoid confrontation with the cops, because they're going to be in that retrograde energy. They're going to go through every detail. They're not going to be playing with you. So we got to be very careful with that too. Mars retrograding longer than usual. Okay, so Mars retrograde, we're going to be feeling this up until March, you guys. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very intentional with our actions. Okay. So that's just a little bit of Scorpio tea, a little bit of that Scorpio energy. I'm going to look into the transits and tell you about certain transits that are happening this week. And I also did a breakdown of the eclipses on YouTube. Okay. It is all signs horoscopes. And in the first 30 minutes, I talk about all the transits that are happening for the eclipse. And the transits affect every single sign. It's a collective. And I also have a pick a card that you might be able to skip ahead to your reading and get your psychic channeled messages. Shout out to everyone here with me live, or if you're watching the replay, let me know, comment down below. I am on Instagram and I am on YouTube right now. So say what's up. What else? Yeah, just be careful with sharp objects. Be careful with sharp objects, all right? Mars retrograde. Spirit guides come upon the masters, teachers, the loved ones of every single body watching this reading. Spirit, what does every single body need to know for their highest and their best good? The energy, the message, the intention. Seeing lots of orange. Orange is that divine feminine energy. Could be wearing orange, lighting orange candles, or trying to evolve our creativity. Maybe you've been in a creative slump, or if you've been feeling energetically low, maybe creating something, designing something could be very restorative. We have the Strength card that just came out the deck. This Strength card, I'm looking at you, Leos. Leo is the Strength card. This could be placements or people around you. The strength card too is saying that we are going to be triggered with this eclipse. We are going to be triggered with this week, with this energetic shifts of the sun and Venus and Mercury all moving into Scorpio. And in this strength card, and this is a twisted tarot tales, right? So all the cards are different, but it's interesting that this card is in the water and we are in a water season now. And with the strength card, we may be feeling triggered with our family, with ourselves, with the energy, with anything. Like any little thing might be very triggering for us, especially with that Mars station retrograde. We're going to be more aggy than usual. People are going to be in their feelings more than usual. And with the strength card, we have to kind of realize that we are not our feelings. Our feelings are not facts. And we are stronger than whatever we are feeling like under attack from. We're stronger than that. Maybe we've been retraining ourselves or reprogramming ourselves in certain ways. We also might be feeling like there's people around us are attacking us verbally or trying to manipulate you with the strength card. Spirit is saying with this also, Mars retrograde, don't be quick to maybe even be violent, okay? The strength is not in your physical strength, but in your emotional strength. It's not in your ability to, smack somebody. It's in your ability to even not respond emotionally, not give people that time of day. We got the 6 of Pentacles, okay? So it can be very challenging for us with the 6 of Pentacles to balance how much we give and how much we take. Maybe you've been taking a lot, or maybe you've been giving too much. Maybe you need to give a little bit more if you've been taking a lot. That 6 of Pentacles, also someone may be needing your help, okay? Someone around you may be needing your help. And if you are in that position to help them, it is your duty to help them. We are blessed to give our blessings back. That was the card of the day. And that's really what the 6 of Pentacles is. But it's coming in as a challenge for us. Some people also may be needing a loan or needing some extra time to accomplish something or to handle some business. I feel like someone feels like they're running out of time. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles energy. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 10 of Pentacles is about abundance. Okay, so we have abundance coming in, our ancestors coming in, visiting us in our dreams, or inspiring certain thoughts throughout the day, making sure that we clean our ancestral altars, honey, give our offerings, change our waters. 10 of Pentacles, this is material abundance. Sometimes when you have so much abundance, you need to donate, though. You need to give certain things away, give certain things to charity. Maybe I also see people donating their time around this time of year, donating their time to people who may be less fortunate than you, donating resources to people. Lots of Pentacles, you guys. This is seriously nuts. We have 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. That was the card of the day. We have the Sun card, extra Leo here. The Hermit, Virgo. We have the Emperor, Aries, Knight of Wands, and the Star card, Aquarius. Wow, 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 wow. So with this energy, with all of these Pentacles, we have that 2 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5, 6, and 10. Lots of Pentacles. Money and resources really being highlighted. Maybe we're counting our coins. Maybe we're feeling like we're running out of resources. Scorpio season is also about making money with other people, collaborations, inheritances, money that the government owes you, money you owe the government. Okay, but I feel like this is a big financial week. Okay, maybe you're setting your financial goals. Some people, this is going to be expressed in health, okay, in your healthy habits, in the accountability that you have, maybe going to the gym or going on a walk, grounding your energy in this way with the Pentacles. It's really also, I feel like, this eclipse season is going to be bringing us some sort of manifestation, but nothing that you had to manifest today. Like, we're always constantly manifesting. Of course, every day with our thoughts, we're always manifesting. Sometimes we do intentional manifesting. Sometimes we cast spells. Sometimes we set an intention like, I want to do this by this date. And it feels like review whatever intentions that you maybe set 6 months ago, because some of this is coming to fruition within the next 30 days. We're going to be seeing those intentions activated. We're going to be seeing them manifested. Some of this is going to come in the form of a new job opportunities. Some of this is coming in a new sort of physical engagement that you do in some way, maybe physically working somewhere, physically working out. Okay, I'm seeing people really get a handle too of their money. Maybe you've been avoiding certain bills you have to pay, avoiding certain budgeting you have to pay, but I see someone getting really down to the details with certain things, like things that you've been avoiding or procrastinating on. This week, you might be getting that energy to actually take the tangible steps, to actually say and to do what you say you're going to do. Okay. And we have the Emperor and the Sun card. Whenever we have the Sun and the Star, I see things becoming illuminated. I see people being more real with themselves, being more real with others, bearing it all. We have the Emperor card. So it might be challenging for you to step up as a leader. Maybe it's challenging for you to have your voice heard, to say what you mean, to mean what you say. But that's the lesson in this week. And to also with this Star and this Sun card, as we're really focusing here, it's like the fixed signs are going to be able to change. Are going to see also maybe how some certain people around you, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, maybe the energy exchange isn't equal. Maybe you need to give a little bit more, or again, maybe you need to give a little bit more or take a little bit less, but things have to balance out. With the Hermit card, some of you guys here, I really see new work, okay? The Hermit card's also about kind of being an original, not being a copy, being an original. So some of you guys are freeing yourself from comparison, freeing yourself from jealousy, freeing yourself from envy, freeing yourself from that constant comparison, or just feeling like you're so behind because you're comparing yourself to somebody else who lives a completely different journey than you. Because I feel like this Hermit card is very liberating. You're free to go your own way. And the Star card is also very healing. Some of you guys may be wanting to go outside and look at the stars, look at the sky and stuff like that. I also see a decision some of you guys have to make, and this could be a financial decision to see if you should change your job, to see if you should change the way you spend money, or save money for a certain situation. But you guys are going through a decision. You have to have the strength to make those financially sound decisions. You have to have the strength to not just care about short-term satisfaction, but what do you need in the long term? Wow, even the bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. Discipline, you guys. Discipline. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, some of you guys, this is really about money or your job. We have Fish, Whip, and Broom. Bottom of the deck is Hearts. So these are arguments. This could be a very argumentative week. Some of you guys are going to be arguing with yourself, kind of going back and forth with yourself. Some of you guys are going to be arguing with people at work or people close to you, like your family members. But there's going to be certain things, I feel like they're boiling, they're rising to the surface, things that have been kind of maybe swept under the rug. You're going to have the conversation to clear them out. We have the Broom energy. Some of you guys also need to cleanse, maybe clean your house, do your laundry, clean the walls and everything like that, clean the doors, clean the windows, deep cleaning. But Broom is also sometimes clearing the air, clearing it out. And sometimes when you have those heart-to-heart conversations, they could feel a little bit confrontational. They could feel a little bit violent. Okay, violent is what I'm seeing, but violent communication. So, you know, communicate more gently. Fish, be flexible. But fish is really about the money, honey. Some of you guys could be arguing with partners or your family about how they're spending their money or how they're spending their resources. Some of y'all y'all need to save for your kids or for a new course you want to take or something like that. So we got 3 cards, and what I'm seeing right now is you guys pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I'm not looking at the cards. I flipped them upside down. 1, 2, or 3, and whichever one you choose, this is what you are not seeing, okay, or what you need to kind of pay attention to. Okay, so maybe you want to comment down below or write in the live chat what number you are picking, 1, 2, or 3. Maybe you want to take all 3, but I just saw it like that. Like Spirit was like, do it kind of a little quick, pick a card. So let's do it. For number 1, you guys have Skull of Lights, illumination. Maybe you guys will be seeing more skulls as confirmation, but this eclipse season is going to be showing you the things that the skeletons in your closet, the things that you haven't been wanting to see or pay attention to. It's also going to be giving you a big crown chakra activation or downloads here. Illumination, you guys are going to be seeing things differently than the start of the season. Something is going to come to light. A secret is going to be revealed to you within the next 30 days, okay? With this Skull of Light, I'm also seeing that you guys, with your mind and your power of communication, your gift of gab, you illuminate to others another world. You guys share light or light codes, light activations with other people. Your words are very healing. Okay. Number 2, vampire, emotional intelligence. So number 2, some of you guys are not seeing energy vampires in your life. Now, this is not just people in your life who are energy vampires. This is not just people in your life who are energy vampires. This could be habits or activities that you do that are energy vampires. Scrolling all day on social media, avoiding your work, okay? What do you do to numb? I'm seeing. What have you not been, what has been kind of sucking the energy from you? Also, some of you guys haven't been able to maybe sleep at night, or you guys are going to be more productive at nights. Vampire, emotional intelligence. This next 30 days, you're going to be seeing maybe how you've been emotionally immature, giving your power away to certain people, giving your power away to certain habits, okay? Vampire. And number 3, you guys have werewolf, exploring the unknown. So a lot of mysteries are going to be shown to you, pile number 3. Exploring wildness, okay? Oh, okay, there we go. So with this energy, you guys may also need to like howl at the moon in 2 weeks when we have that eclipse. Maybe you're going to be howling. There's something that you have to get off your chest. You're exploring your wild nature. Maybe you have been kind of, you know, very cookie cutter. You have been curbing your wildness. You've kind of been wanting to assimilate or to conform with those around you. Okay, but you're gonna need to kind of go your own way, be very authentic. It's giving like Aquarius energy. It's giving like, I don't care what other people say or think about me. I'm going to live my truth. I'm going to explore my wild nature. Maybe parts of yourself that you've kind of put away, you've pushed away, you've pushed to the side, trying to make other people comfortable. Now you're exploring your, that wild woman archetype. You guys also going to be maybe having some really good orgasms. Okay, that was it. That was it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, honey. But that was just a random little pick a card in the middle of a collective reading. So I don't know. I don't know why, but that's what I was seeing. Pulling some more cards. Shout out to everybody here. I'm on Instagram as well as YouTube. Y'all gonna be howling at the moon, you know what I'm saying? Woo, we got wish fulfilled. I told you something that we manifested, something that we had an intention for 6 months ago. Wish fulfilled. It is going to be happening. We're going to be getting some sort of realization or feeling closer to our goals. Wish fulfilled. I love that for us. Bottom of the deck is divine, masculine and feminine. So some sort of balancing of the energy. A divine wish fulfilled. And there's a fish on this too, and we just pulled that fish card. We got to go with the flow. That is so wild, you guys. Now I'm pulling from the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck guidebook. And what I'm actually going to do is something that I never do. Ooh. I'm going to read from the book. Okay? But we have alchemical wedding. So this week we have an alchemical wedding. Okay, so this makes me feel like there's some sort of divine union happening, magic happening, something again that we've been wanting, that we've been setting that attention for, coming together, uniting, making something from nothing, transmuting, maybe darker energies or lower energies into something higher. Alchemical wedding. Let's see. Why? Why is it so hard to find it? I feel like it should be here. I'm off. I cannot find it. Maybe I'm not supposed to find it. Maybe this is why I don't read from the books. But I felt like there might be a really good message in here. It doesn't want me to know. It doesn't want me to know. But a wedding is some sort of union happening here. Maybe, a union of our higher self and our lower self. You guys, I found it. Ritual, celebration, uniting. All hail the alchemical wedding. The laboratory morphs into a dreamlike dance floor, and all your allies, fellow alchemists, and ancestors are here to witness the celebration. What was once lost has been found. What was once denied has come fully into the alchemist's embrace. The work is often felt as serious and studious, but the alchemical wedding is a moment of levity and lightness. When this card arrives, it is of utmost importance to mark the occasion. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Ashe. Honor and acknowledge those who have helped you along the alchemical path. You have come so far. Energy radiates from the uniting of opposites and the redrawing of life's blueprint. The new form has arrived. The unknown becomes known. You'll be back to your existential queries and tinkering in no time. Now the work is to revel in the miracles. And I got full body chills reading that, you guys. Yo, 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 yo. And then it says at the bottom, to ponder, like things to think about after that, is intimacy without sex. And we talked about both of those things, intimacy and sex, okay, as we're leading into Scorpio season. But what is intimacy without sex? It's being vulnerable. It's showing parts of yourself. It's digging deep and sharing those dark parts of yourself. And this card is about a celebration. This card isn't about always seeking and finding and the next thing to heal and the next thing to do, but it's about celebrating where you are right now. That where you are now, you didn't just find yourself here. It was your spirit guides, your higher self, your lower self, your ancestors that got you here, and witnessing those miracles in the moment, okay? And as well, certain people might be wanting to do rituals, okay? Rituals, which could be, you know, again, clearing out your altars, having a party, throwing a party, going to a party. It's also saying here, the alchemical wedding is a radical act of presence and acceptance. Do something spontaneous today without rules and books and spreadsheets, social media, major, or schedules. So doing something out of the ordinary this week, okay? Something that is just about being present, being in the moment, something you normally wouldn't do. And this is super beautiful. It says, witness the journey of a fellow alchemist. Celebrate and congratulate them. The alchemical wedding is not about you. This is the key to alchemy. Ooh! Sharing with others. Sharing with others. And we talked about that in the card of the day. We have the blessings to give them away. It's not just about you and your magic and your alchemy, but also honoring the alchemists in others, honoring the alchemy around you, giving people their flowers too. All the alchemists kind of feed off of each other. An alchemist just means that you're able to transform and transmute something, to change something. I love that card. That was amazing. That book goes deep, I'm telling y'all. It really does. It really, really does. We're going in this collective horoscope, okay? We are going in. We've been live for about 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. We got the sod off seahorse. I love this card. This is so great. We might be also seeing seahorses as signs. This says, pissed off with people, situations incoming that get on your, I'm gonna edit because it's a little rude. It says nerves, present circumstances, a pain in the arse. You know, you can just tell the world to sod off, politely or otherwise. Be strong with your boundaries and work on your coping mechanisms right now. I talked about those earlier, changing our coping mechanisms. Be strong with your boundaries and work on your coping mechanisms right now. Shout it out. Howl at the moon, aka shout it out. Oh, and breathe. So this card is like, you know what? If you annoyed, if you feel the energy of annoyance and it is real, you can tell things to just sod off right now, to F off right now, okay? Translation. To F off right now. Maybe this is what that alchemical wedding is about, kind of tearing up your schedule, tearing up that little to-do list, tearing up the, those things and being like, you know what, I'm going to be in the present moment. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to, also look for different healthier coping mechanisms. I'm going to enforce my boundaries with others and with yourself. But yeah, that was our card pulling. Okay, now I'm going to get into the transits. Okay, the transits that we have going on this week. A brief overview, because of course I did go over this on my video, Eclipse Season Horoscopes. Yeah, check it out. It's in the description box of my YouTube video or youtube.com/𝗥𝗲𝗯𝗶_energy. Okay, so you guys, this weekend we had the Sun and Venus 𝗂𝗍𝗵. How was it for you? Okay, that Sun and Venus 𝗂𝗍𝗵 that we just had really showed us a lot about love or our money. Maybe some of you guys had breakthroughs with your lovers, or you felt more love than usual. You had a more loving experiences. Maybe as well, financial things could have been coming up for you. You're seeing maybe your financial habits coming to light. Okay. This week, you know, we have that Sun and Venus making a quincux to Jupiter. Okay, so maybe we also may be feeling a little bit small. Okay, like we need to be doing bigger, doing better, reaching for the stars with that energy. Today is a moon day and it is intense. Tuesday is when we have the eclipse, and that is very intense, okay, as we're having the solar eclipse in Scorpio at 2 degrees. So it's really early on in Scorpio. The 2 degrees is a Taurus degree, a money degree, a resources degree. So this is going to maybe be shocking in terms of those things. Money and love are going to be, this could be realizations or just real life impacts. We're also going to be having Mercury making a trine to Mars this week, which is very positive. Okay, this could be a good time to say things like, have those conversations that maybe you've been avoiding. Okay, this is going to help us communication flow more, and with that Mars energy, you may also be very convincing or persuasive. Okay. If you've been wanting to ask somebody for a favor, this is a good time to do it under. Or if you've been wanting to ask somebody for something, this is a good time. But we also have Mercury square to Pluto. So this is going to be making us intense or obsessive with our thoughts. Okay, we're not going to want to convince other people to do certain things with this energy. We don't want to convince them to the point where it frustrates you. It's like they could take it or leave it, okay? But with that Mercury square to Pluto, we also might be having obsessive thoughts or thoughts about the past, or having a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know, sort of obsessive thinking. And be mindful of other people trying to manipulate you with this transit. Some people are going to use this transit to study or feel very passionate or obsessive about what they're interested in intellectually. We also going to be having Jupiter going retrograde back into Pisces. We love Jupiter in Pisces. This is very beneficial for everybody. Okay, so Jupiter is retrograding back into Pisces. And then we're also going to be having, I feel like, intense day on Friday with the moon making a sextile to Saturn. We may be feeling a little bit more serious or than usual on Friday. Saturday, we have Mercury entering Scorpio. So it's going to be meeting up with the Sun, and Venus is in Scorpio. So a lot of energy in Scorpio at this time. Mercury doesn't love to be in Scorpio, but when it is in Scorpio, you guys, we could have really deep transformational conversations. We could be hearing more about sex, intimacy, hearing more about death, hearing more about taxes, shared resources, our inheritances. Things that we inherit is not just financial things. Sometimes you inherit a bad temperament. Sometimes you inherit bad habits from your family or something like that. But yeah, I also feel like Mercury entering Scorpio, we're communicating about secrets, things that were done in the dark come into light. And then Sunday, we have Mars retrograde, and I talked about that in the beginning of this live, okay? How we need to slow down, be more careful, and everything like that. So I'm not going to say it all over again. But check it out, you guys. Been live for about 45 minutes, so I'm going to head out, okay? I've been chatting away, chatting your ears off. I really appreciate all you guys tapping in on YouTube and on Instagram. Please make sure you come back, like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Check out my all signs horoscopes for the eclipse And my pick a card. Tomorrow we have the Rebirth Attunement, Collective Candle Reiki, okay? And this includes a live sound bath, on-screen energy healing, collective tarot reading, a candle altar, a Reiki report, distance Reiki energy healing. So if you're interested in that, make sure you secure a spot on my website, BigEmpressEnergyLLC.com, okay? Be gentle with yourself this week. The mind could play tricks on you. We're going to be feeling all the feels. It is Scorpio season. It's okay to cry. Because, again, we're really in alchemy. Also, remember that alchemical wedding and to celebrate yourself, to maybe go off of the schedule, to do something spontaneous this week, and also to give your fellow alchemists their flowers. Okay, you guys. Thank you all so much. I will see you guys in the Reiki tomorrow. Bye.